This is Sharon Middle School.
And Channel 1 News right now!
Thanks to Miss Cooper's class in Arizona for getting us started. Now let's jump right into news. Tom, you've been following President Obama's trip to Cuba.
Yeah, Ariel, and the president is pressing two big issues: human rights violations and the possibility of opening up economic ties between the United States and Cuba. It was a historic moment. President Obama and Raul Castro, the president of Cuba, meeting one-on-one yesterday.
This is a new day. Es un nuevo día.
Improving human rights was on the agenda during the meeting, and despite an ongoing trade embargo, a restriction which prevents trade between Cuba and the U.S., they also discussed what could be done to strengthen economic ties. Several major business leaders joined the president, including the CEO of Xerox and executives from Marriott and Starwood, which just struck a deal to become the first American hotel operator in Havana in nearly 60 years. It's all part of a rare trip to Cuba, a country that's been closed off from the United States for decades. This week, Obama became the first sitting U.S. president to visit since Calvin Coolidge arrived 88 years ago.
Back in 1928, President Coolidge came on a battleship. It took him 3 days to get here. It only took me 3 hours. For the first time ever, Air Force One has landed in Cuba.
Hundreds of Cubans stood in the rain to watch the presidential motorcade drive by. Many hung from windows and waved to the first family as they strolled through the city streets of Old Havana. But some things have not changed in this authoritarian state. Just hours before Mr. Obama arrived, the Castro government arrested several dozen protesters whose family members are political prisoners of the regime. And on the schedule for President Obama today, a major speech broadcast live on Cuban television.
Thanks, Tom. Okay, coming up next, if you like to doodle in school, then we might have the perfect career for you.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat?
1 in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
This is how you say, "It's going to be okay," to someone who just lost everything. Every 8 minutes, the Red Cross responds to a disaster and makes this promise. Help us keep it.
If you checked out Google's main page yesterday, you may have noticed a pretty creative design. Well, believe it or not, it was drawn by 16-year-old student Akila Johnson, the winner of the Google for Doodle contest. Her design, called My Afrocentric Google, was featured on the homepage all day. Now, if you are someone who likes to draw like the Google for Doodle winner, you may be able to make your hobby your career. Maggie Rulli shows us a day in the life of a graphic designer.
If your textbooks are filled with more doodles than notes, this job is definitely for you. These designs are seen online 3.5 billion times per day, every time you Google something. Now we'll meet the team behind it all at Google Doodle. Hey, Sophie. Hi. Oh, you're hard at work already today.
Yes.
Oh, and who's this?
This is my dog, Bibi.
Oh, Bibi, hello. Are you helping Sophie work?
She's very helpful. She's always inspiring me.
I feel like I'm meeting someone famous. Your work gets seen by millions every single day. That is so cool. So break it down for me what a graphic designer does.
Graphic designer can do a whole bunch of things. Like they can design apps for your phone, or they can design websites or posters or book covers. Everything that you see in your life has probably been touched by a graphic designer in some way. Changes a lot from concept to draft. In concept, you're working really rough. You're just trying to get the ideas down on paper. And then in draft, you actually have to demonstrate what it would look like when it goes up on the homepage and millions of people are seeing it.
What about before you were getting paid to doodle? Did you ever just doodle for fun?
Yeah, all the time. I started drawing when I was a little kid, and I basically never stopped. I was really interested in drawing animals and people. So like whenever I have a doodle where I have to draw like an animal, like a fox or something, that was like, yes, I know how to do this. Like I've been doing this my whole life.
Is that important to you as a graphic designer, that your work is shown to people and then sort of teaches them something or makes them feel something?
Yeah, I think that's the entire point of the work. The first thing you do after you do the sketch is show your team. And then your team will say like, oh yeah, that looks good. Or they'll be like, no, I don't really understand what's going on. And then it's back to the drawing board if that happens. We usually start with a brainstorm meeting, and we're actually about to have one right now if you want to join us.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's check it out. So when you're doing a game for a doodle, is it important to brainstorm with both a graphic artist as well as you guys who are more engineers?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And sometimes like artistically things can be really beautiful and stuff, but we're like, we can't do that.
Let's think of ideas for a really fun pumpkin carving game. It would be really fun if the user got to the homepage and they just had like a blank pumpkin.
There could be like a toolkit where they can choose different stamps to cut out.
The stamps could be like G-O-O-G-L-E.
Wouldn't it be fun to share your pumpkin with your friends and family after you've done it?
It's definitely like essential.
Yeah.
So if a young person wants to start practicing their doodles, what can they do?
We actually have like a really good opportunity for that for students K through 12. It's called Doodle for Google, and you basically enter this contest where you get to design your own doodle, and if you win, your doodle goes up on the homepage for everyone to see.
Choosing my first doodle design was easy. I decided on a tribute to Channel 1 News.
You can just draw the general shape of a camera that fits the shape of the G.
Oh, this is really hard. Okay. What do you think is the #1 piece of advice for someone who's in high school and wants to become a graphic designer?
Make a lot of artwork. Just like learn a lot about it on your own and practice a lot.
What do you think is more important, practice or going to school?
Practice on your own is like the most important thing, but going to school is really important. You're surrounded by all these people who are really interested in the same thing as you, and it's a really inspiring place to be.
That's pretty good.
Let's do something like this.
Sophie, you're so talented. Can we look at the difference between my letters and Sophie's letter? Everyone, this is my on-the-job Google homepage doodle. What do you think? Would you hire me? Yeah? Step aside, Sophie.
Hands down, the best doodle that has been produced today.
Maggie Bruley, Channel 1 News.
Now, if you are interested in becoming a graphic designer, here's what to do next. Take art and graphic design in high school. Graphic designers usually need a bachelor's degree in graphic design or a related field, although there are some certificate programs. You should create a portfolio of your designs to show to potential employers. Most graphic designers make about $46,000 a year. And if you want to learn more, head to channel1.com. All right, guys, after the break, we check out Washington, D.C.'s most popular reality show.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know, wherever you are.
Many kids are forced to work these sugarcane fields. In their country, boys like Jose and girls like Rosita work long hours in brutal conditions and don't get much schooling. But thanks to Child Fund International and its partners, Jose, Rosita, and thousands of other children have moved from the fields to the classroom. Now they'll have a brighter future. For them, sugarcane was bitter. Education is sweet. Child Fund International. Learn more at childfund.org.
Okay guys, next up, they have millions of fans all around the world. A new reality show has put these chicks on the map. Check it out. Meet America's newest celebrities, brand new baby eaglets. They were both born over the weekend, and the moments were caught on the live webcam. Millions watched as they got their first hugs from mom and dad. The proud eagle parents are nicknamed Mr. President and the First Lady. That's because they're the first mating pair to nest in Washington, D.C.'s National Arboretum in nearly 70 years. Now, the patriotic baby birds are getting a warm digital welcome all over social media. Watching animals for hours at a time has become a popular thing to do. Last year, millions watched panda bear Mei Xiang give birth to twin pandas, only the third set ever born in the United States. And so far, more than 9 million have been keeping tabs on the eagles. Now, fans can start suggesting names for the babies. Some of the most popular picks so far include Sasha and Malia, after President Obama's daughters. So, will they become the first eagle family? I guess we'll find out soon. Love that. So cute. Okay, guys, time to fly away. But have a great day, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way, bringing every girl and boy baskets full of Easter joy, things to make your Easter bright and gay. He's got jelly beans for Tommy, colored eggs for Sister Sue. There's an orchid for your mommy and an Easter
Good morning, Shafer Sharks. I'm Taylor, along with Alyssa, Suzanne, and Iona. And it's Tuesday, March 22nd, Day B. Today is National American Diabetes Association Alert Day, a day to inform the American public about the seriousness of diabetes. It is also last day of school before spring break, and Easter will be celebrated this Sunday. And now would you please rise for the pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag Thank you. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. Please listen to our morning announcements.
Today's weather. Mostly sunny today with a high of 57 degrees. For lunch today, head cook's choice. For dessert, cook's choice again, along with your original healthy milk.
Happy birthday to Shocker Eula, Jada Mumford, Dylan Young, Logan Young, Lisbeth Lopez, Sean Marcucci, Jack Ramarchek, Dobby Chanez, Douglas Fiores, Emily Doherty, Aaron Cohill, Rebecca Peterson, Nazir Young, and our amazing assistant principal, Mrs. Elsie, who celebrate their birthdays over this spring break. Let's hear that birthday song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Blow your candles out and make your wishes come true. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
The library is open today. I repeat, the library is open today. Today's Shark announcements.
There will be no softball practice today. Mr. Bostic would like to thank everyone who tried out for the team this year. Everyone provided 100% effort during the tryouts. Thank you from Coach Cueto and Coach Bostic. Enjoy spring break and be prepared for practice daily when you return. I repeat, there is no practice today.
And now here's Suzanne.
There is no Broad Street practice today. I repeat, there is no Broad Street practice today, as there are no after-school activity buses.
There is no engineering club today. I repeat, there is no engineering club today.
Do you sing, dance, play piano, jump rope, play drums, or have an amazing talent you want to share? The Shafer Talent Show is the place for you. It all happens on the last day of school. Be a part of our tradition. Start planning your acts. You can join as a soloist or a group. More info to follow.
Attention 8th grade students who would like to attend the field trip to Washington, D.C. Your $50 payment is due to Miss Franklin in room 201 by April 15th. Also, chaperones are needed. Please see Miss Franklin if you have any questions.
Attention all 8th graders. We are in need for your baby pictures. The first 15 pictures received will get a pride certificate in return. The others get a nice slap on the back. Please turn them in ASAP during homeroom to room 214, Mr. Tieryoung's room. Make sure to please print your name and homeroom on the back of your baby picture. Happy guessing from your yearbook club.
That concludes the show for today. Have a happy spring break and enjoy your Easter. Make this day a good one.
Keep it classy, stay beautiful.
Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, happy Easter day. Here comes Peter Cottontail.